problems with ratios. I'm going to use this problem to show us a couple more mathematically appropriate ways to solve problems with ratios. If you find this tricky, go back to the core video instead. That method is fine. Two business partners, Jane and Larry, agree to divide the profits in the same ratio as the amount they invested. Jane invested $9,000 and Larry invested $5,000. If Jane gets $3,600, how much does Larry get? Now, it is a good idea to write this as a ratio. Remember, ratios go in order, Jane to Larry, and their investments were $9,000 to $5,000. So our first step is to label and write the ratio, and simplify if you can. So obviously this has a highest common factor of 1,000. So the ratio of their investments was 9 to 5. The ratio of their profit gained needs to be the same. Now, what you can just do is say, well, okay, Jane gets 3,600. 9 times what gives you 3,600, and work out the equivalent ratio. But it's not very mathematically pretty. So instead, I'm going to show you two different ways that we could solve this. One is the unitary method, where I know that Jane gets 9 parts. So 9 parts of the profit is 3,600. Find the value of 1 part divided by 9. That's $400. So Jane got 9 lots of 400. Larry gets 4 parts, which is 5 parts, I'm sorry. 5 parts for our friend Larry here. 5 lots of 400, which of course will be $2,000. So Larry gets $2,000. So the unitary method is fine. You can, if you prefer, set it up as equivalent fractions, that the relationship of Larry's profit to Jane's needs to be 5. Oh, I'm sorry, errors everywhere today. 5 over 9. Larry to Jane has a ratio of 5 over 9. I know Jane's amount. It's 3,600. So the Larry is our unknown of x. Jane gets 3,600. That will be 5 over 9. Now I've got an equation. I want x on its own. X divided by 3,600. How do I get rid of the divide by 3,600? Times by 3,600. X equals 5 over 9 times 3,600. Take it out calculators. 5 over 9 times 3,600 gives me $2,000. In any case, it's a word question. We give a word answer. They said, how much does Larry get? We write, Larry gets $2,000. Either of these methods is fine. You don't need to be able to use both. But we're showing correct working and the mathematical reasoning. If you don't like either of those methods, you are welcome to go back and watch the core video where I just use equivalent ratios.